What's going on, y'all? It's Legend. I'm here tapped in with Industry's Most Wanted podcast. I'm representing Atlanta, Georgia. Come on, tap in with my girl. We got a dope episode on the way.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live. Where are we at?
Industries.
The big one, not the little one.
Wanted.
Look who I have with me today. Legend Franklin.
What's going on, y'all?
How are you doing? Listen, this is so... I feel like long overdue for us to connect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel each other's energy,
Yeah,
all that.
absolutely.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Listen, you truly are our legend. I've been watching what you do. You're a true influencer. You know, you're an entrepreneur. You do a lot of different things. On the entrepreneurial side, kind of give us a brief rundown of the things that you do, and then we're going to dive in.
Okay, cool. So mainly I'm known as a barber first, you know what I'm saying? But I do a lot of other things outside of barbering. I dance, I draw, I box, you know, I cycle, like biking, I hoop, I rap a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I could do pretty much everything in the book.
I know that's right. Anything we put our mind to, like they
Yeah.
say, right? Hold on, I want to back up to this boxing part.
Oh, yeah.
How did that become an inspiration or something that you wanted to do? Because like boxing slick is really the only sport that I really kind of dive into a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How did boxing become a passion for you?
Well, to like rewind, basketball was a passion first.
Okay.
And so, like I always tell people, they'd be like, "Oh, how did you want to be a barber?" I'll be like, "Well, I never even really wanted to be a barber. I wanted to play sports. I wanted to go overseas and play basketball." But you know, there were a lot of things that happened throughout high school and after high school to where it kind of prohibited it.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something else that I could do, you know, as a growing adult that I could stick with, that I could possibly pursue, or if I chose not to, then I'll still be good, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like boxing was just perfect in all aspects as far as mental, physical, you know what I'm saying, and kind of giving myself the chance to relive what I wanted to live through basketball, if that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, boxing is, I feel like, one of the most physical sports. Like, you literally use your entire head to toe in that ring. Do you still actively box?
Yeah, I do. I was actually thinking about fighting later on this year, but like my first like little amateur fight, but I just gotta see how my schedule is going and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So how, I know there's like different weight classes and things of that. Where do you fall in that aspect?
I'm at like the 135 like weight class. I
seen you flexing. You got some guns on you.
I was like, okay,
I do a little bit. She got them guns on her.
I do a little bit, but I really want to try to get down to like 130, 125 if I do choose to fight, just because I know like the women at 135 probably be a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. So I want to kind of get down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a little short. I'm not tall, so like
she'll shout it.
Yeah.
No, that's dope though, because I feel like we have to have different things that we get involved in, and our health is one of the most important things.
Absolutely.
You know, also too, I got to bring this up. I seen you got, is it Nala? Your kitty?
Yeah, I do got a little kitty.
Listen, I am such a cat lover. I know most people are dog lovers. I grew up with cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's that experience been like for you having a kitten?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never really even liked cats. I never really been a cat or dog person. I've always been like a reptile person.
Okay.
Like, I had a tarantula at one point in time. Like, I'm like one of them type of people. But like, I don't know. I woke up one day and I was like, I want a cat. And so like, so far it's been like, it's like raising a toddler. It's almost like I like the other day, like I freaked out because like she's teething now.
Aww.
So you know when they start teething, like I got her a little bit over a month old. She's probably at that 3-month stage right now.
Yeah.
But you know when they start teething, they get aggressive and they start like, and so I'm like, yo, does this Kitten not like me no more. Like, what's going on? She don't want me to touch her. She biting me. She trying to bite my fingers. It was always it's always just been an interesting like learning. Like, oh, okay, like she just a baby. Like she literally like a baby. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like having a child.
Cats are so cool. I know some people have phobias of them because maybe they got scratched or bit. But I'm like, I kind of had that of dogs. I remember when I was little, my neighbors had a Doberman, and it ran into my yard and bit me for no reason.
Oh wow!
So I'm like, you know, it kind of
that throw you all the way off.
It throws you all the way off, you know. But I've always had cats, so when I seen that, I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, really, really dope. So you were originally from the Atlanta area, or you grew up in San Bernardino?
Yeah, well, I'm originally from California. I lived pretty much all over the West Coast. I lived in San Diego. I stayed in Moreno Valley for a little bit. I lived in Vegas for a little bit. I've always been back and forth though. My dad's side of the family stays out in California, and then my mom's side is out here. I actually just moved back from California, I think 2-3 years ago. So ever since I moved back, I just been kind of just grinding and just staying the course with what I got going on out here, you know?
Absolutely. Do you feel like the West Coast had any influence on you for your entrepreneurial mindset that you have?
Oh yeah, I definitely do, because it's so big, you know what I'm saying? And everybody is so creative. It's so many different types of creatives on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, a lot of people know about Venice Beach. You go out to Venice Beach, you're going to see the dancers, the skaters, you know, the artists. They got artwork out there. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, for it to be so big and just a lot of people are so free-spirited out there, it kind of gave me the chance to be like, okay, like, how do I want to express my own creativity? You know what I'm saying? Like, in Atlanta's been cool, like, as far as being a creative in Atlanta. I feel like it's a little bit more, you feel a little bit more boxed in.
Yeah.
But definitely the West Coast just gave me that push, you know what I'm saying? When I tell people, like, I'm not from Atlanta, like, people think I'm from Atlanta because I've been out here, but when I tell people, like, oh, I'm from California, they be like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I be like, yeah, so definitely.
Do you think you'll ever move back out there?
I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I tried to a few years ago, and it didn't go the way that I planned. You know what I'm saying? As far as like becoming an adult, trying to make a living for myself, because it's so hard. Yeah, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I got homies that's out there working 2-3 jobs. I got homies that don't have jobs that's getting by. You know what I'm saying? The best that they can, doing what they can to hustle and get by, but I feel like if I ever was to move back, it'll have to be when I'm completely settled. Like, when I don't have nothing to worry about, when I don't have, like, I'm set for the rest of my life. Because but also there are a lot of distractions. You know what I'm saying? California is super big, so there can be a lot of distractions, and there can be a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like most of my fire came from me being here, because it's like I ain't got no choice, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much to do, so many places to go, so many people to be around. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to be conformed to the wrong thing. It's easy to get knocked off your pivot.
Your pivot, exactly. Makes sense. Is the cost of living, it's a lot higher out there, and does that equate to how people make money? They make more money, or is it like, are they making the same amount of money here, but they just got to pay more to live there?
Nah. So the pay is more. So like they do pay more on the West Coast, but that is because it's like, because I had like a warehouse job out there at one point in time, and they started me off at 19. You know what I'm saying? And out here it took a while for if I'm not mistaken, they would start people out like 14, 15 out here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So it took a while for them to be like, all right, we're gonna start off at 17, 18, but they would start me off at $19, $20 an hour. So yeah,
it's crazy what some people have to make and try to make it to, like,
oh yeah,
I mean, there's still jobs that are probably paying like 11, 12 an hour, and I'm like, then if you go try to rent an apartment, they're like, oh, you got to make 3 times the rent. Like, how?
It's ridiculous.
You're forced to, at that point, have to like share a spot or live with somebody. There's no way you can be on your own. Like, it ain't like it was. I remember my first apartment way back in the day, back home in Florida. It was like $385 a month. Yeah, this is a long time ago. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to be 385.
Listen, and it was a 2-bedroom apartment at that.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up though.
That was back in the day. So you are about to hit the 10-year mark as a barber and, you know, being an entrepreneur. Like, what has kept you locked in for so long? Because it can have its ups and downs and struggles being a full-time entrepreneur.
I'm a true inspiration. So, and I say that humbly. You know what I'm saying? I'm a true inspiration to people that look just like me. I'm a true inspiration to people that's local, to people that don't have statuses. You know what I'm saying? And Nipsey Hussle always said the biggest human act, the highest human act is to inspire. And so I love inspiring people. You know what I'm saying? I've never been the type of person to, you know, want to be number one or want to be in front. Like if I'm walking with 2 or 3 people that are heavily inspired by me, then that's going to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it's not always easy to stay motivated. It's been times where I'm like, I'm not motivated at all. But then I think about like, dang, like people send me kind messages. People see me out in public and they be like, man, like I love what you do. They don't even be like, I love your haircuts. I love what you do. I love who you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that inspiring keeps me going. Like when I leave this earth, I want to be able to say I left a huge impact. I don't care who it's on, just on anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, because I feel that way. Like, you know, obviously I work with a lot of artists, and I don't care how dope their talent is, just like how dope your talent is as being a barber. If they're an a-hole, I don't want to work with them. So it's like having that good energy, that good personality can outweigh the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So
that is dope. And I love your content. Let's get into that a little bit. You know, what inspired you first to become a barber?
So I don't know. Everybody and they be wild, like they be like, what? But I don't know. Like when I was 13, 14, I had like locks, and my mom let me like tempt the sides. Like she let me, you know, I'm starting to kind of come into who I am. She let me tempt my sides and my back. And so I couldn't really afford, I couldn't afford the haircut. So I'm the type of person, like, if I can't get somebody else to do it, I'm going to figure out how to do it, and I'm going to do it myself.
I love it.
So the barber that cut my hair, shout out to Ty, Dream Cuts Barber Lounge off of Camp Creek. He was my first ever barber, and he was the first person to put a pair of clippers in my hand. I told him, I was like, I think I want to cut hair. He gave me a pair of Andes. I started working on my lineup. I got okay with my lineup, and then I'm like, all right, I want to learn how to taper. Like I want to learn how to fade. I went up to a Camp Creek Marketplace or Ross or Marshalls. I can't remember which one it was. And I had a book bag with me. I stole my first pair of because I couldn't afford it. Yeah. I stole my first pair of clippers, and I just started working on my taper. Like I just started like, oh, okay, this is how it go. I started watching videos, you know what I'm saying? And once I got good on myself, then I started practicing on my friends. And then once I started getting good on my friends, on the same like 2 people that I would cut, I'm like, oh, I could probably make some money off of this. Like, and the goal wasn't really to be a barber. The goal was to just like simple things. Like in high school, like I had people around, like I had peers. They go to American Deli, Chick-fil-A for lunch. I'm sitting there eating a chicken sandwich from the cafeteria. I'm like, man, I want some American Deli. So my goal was to just put a couple dollars in my pocket just so I could fit in just a little bit in that aspect. And once I started seeing like, oh, I could really do something with this, then that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a barber.
Listen, it's a true skill set.
Yeah.
Like I would be so nervous if I ever tried to, like it's funny because when my son was little, I would do a little bit on him, but he was my kid. So I'm like, if I mess up, it is what it is. Were you really nervous when you first started, like outside of your friends, started like touching clients' head, or were you already in your comfort zone by the time you got to that point?
I wasn't nervous at all.
No.
Because I feel like when I first started cutting hair, like I wasn't even bad. You know how some people start off and they're horrible. Like I still got videos of like the first few cuts I did, and like as a seasoned barber now, I could look back and be like, oh, you was just scared to push them back. So it's like I would do less in order to not mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't go too deep into the line, but it was decent. So I was never really scared. I was just like I guess subconsciously I was already passionate about it.
Right. Do you cut your own hair?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes like if I don't feel like it, I go to my homeboy, let him cut me. But most of the times I take care of it myself because it's just easy maintenance.
Right, absolutely. I actually had interviewed another barber a couple months back. He's from Florida. And I was like, some of my favorite people to watch on social media is barbers, because like they be taking someone from looking homeless to looking like they're like a superstar. And he said, for men, it's like a man's makeup. I said, I never thought about it that way, because a woman could get her face beat and she looks totally different than without makeup. You put a nice cut on a man, trim his beard up, he looks like a whole nother person. Exactly. You work on women and men though. That's dope. That is super, super dope. So what is the barbering side where people, if they're interested in tapping with you, where is your shop located? Do you mind sharing that?
I'm in the Marietta area. A lot of people were questioning me on if I'm in Atlanta. Yes, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the Marietta area. I don't really want to share my direct location.
Understood.
But yeah.
You got to be mindful of that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
the same way. I don't never share this location unless someone books with me.
Yeah, facts.
Because there's be some weirdos out there.
And then we're women too, so it's like,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not delusional. Like, I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman at the end of the day. You feel me?
Facts.
Yeah. So
big facts. Absolutely. So what would you say has been some of the biggest challenges? Because everything that we do is competitive, right? Anything that you've endured on that aspect, or have you just truly stayed in your own lane?
When you say like endured and then like staying in your own lane, like as far as like my journey, or
your journey, like as a barber, as an influencer, because there's a lot of other barbers out there, there's a lot of other influencers out there. Has that ever been a challenge for you, or you just always been in your own lane?
It's never been a challenge. I've always been my own person.
Yeah.
I never worried about what the next person is doing, what the next barber is doing. When I first started cutting hair, a female barber was like almost unheard of. It was like,
right.
I'm not letting no female cut my hair, but I didn't care. Like, I don't be caring about what people think about me or what the next person is doing, because I know that God has a path for me, and all I got to do is stay on that path and I'm gonna be all right. So like, I feel like this needs to be said, you know what I'm saying? Because I sit on myself a lot, and I be having to really come outside of myself and look at my growth and look at who I am and look at some of the things that I have helped create and helped start.
Right.
I was one of the first female barbers on Instagram. Like,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first female barbers on Instagram because everybody was on YouTube. I have friends telling me, I even have friends telling me like, all right, you need to make a separate page for your barber. I'm like, why? This is who I am. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of the first barbers, the first female barbers anyways, on Instagram to really push their brand. You know what I'm saying? And as far as pushing my brand, I feel like when I first started out, it was a lot of people that was looking at me sideways because they didn't really understand the vision. But I understood the vision, and I never let a man get in my head. I never let a barber that was better than me get in my head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now them same people, it's like I'm shitting on them, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, so everything that I've endured a lot when it comes to just me being who I am and wanting to pursue the career that I was trying to pursue. But you know what I'm saying, like humbly, I always say like humbly, like I'm one of the ones for real. You know what I'm saying? And I never go around boasting, but I feel like I'm getting to the point to where now it's like, all right, like y'all see this person, that person, this person, but y'all, like, hey, like don't forget, like I'm really one of them ones that's out here doing it. I'm really one of them ones that's out here pushing myself and inspiring at the same time authentically. So, Absolutely. I feel like what separates you from a lot of other, again, I love, like Vic Blends, and there's a lot of other influencers out there, and, he's super dope as well. But I feel like your personality, like you have so much personality. Like, I think someone said that about you, earlier on in the conversation. It's like, yes, you got the great haircuts, but that personality, man, like, the way you be just looking at the camera, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff matters. Yes, it does.
When did you really start blowing up and, taking off as far as an influencer on Instagram? Because you got a major following.
I think about 2 years ago, 2023. I had just came out of a bad relationship, and, I feel like I had the relationship that I had, that played a big part in it, just in my mental, my everyday mindset. But I kind of found my niche, you know what I'm saying? I started trying to figure things out, because my high school basketball coach, he always told me, he said, everybody can't do this. What's going to make you different? What's going to put you in a position to be drafted into the WNBA? Because everybody play basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And after COVID, everybody wanted to be a barber. But I was one of the ones, like I said, who was barbering before COVID. So,
Right.
like, I'm really, like, one of the ones for real.
I know that's right.
Like,
Pop
I got
your
to keep
ears.
saying that because you know, I don't say it enough. And people, you know, people like to look over me and step over me, you know what I'm saying? And it's about to be that time, you know? But
I know that's right. Pop your ears, baby. Pop your ears.
yeah, so like I just I found my niche with Instagram. Like, I started off doing the voiceovers. So like, I hadn't just started doing voiceovers. Like I said, I'm one of them ones. I was doing voiceovers before. I still got a few of them that was still on my page from 2022 and 2023, you know, doing a little funny voiceovers, you know what I'm saying? And then I moved to like doing like, all right, barber consultations, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, I'm like, I need to figure out how I can combine these, because you know, something can only last for so long,
right.
You know, and then people get bored. So once I figured out how to combine those two kind of waves of content, and then I'm like, people like me, all right, cool, let me incorporate some of the other things that I do outside of barbering, because at one point I just wanted my page to be strictly barbering, right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the person that I am is, like you said, I appreciate that. That makes my heart like warm, because I'm much more than a barber. Yes. So I was like, all right, God gave me these talents. God gave me these pathways. He gave me all of these gifts. I need to use them and show the world that I can do everything. You know what I'm saying? And so I started posting more dancing videos. Like I dance. I started posting more dancing videos. I started posting more skating videos. You know, some rap videos and just funnier videos showing people my day to day. You know what I'm saying? And like, once I start seeing that stuff gets more traction than my barber content, which is crazy, but I understand it because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had somebody comment on one of my videos. It was a dance video, and they were like, she the Chris Brown of barbers. She literally can do everything. And I was
love
like,
it.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, hey, cause I do love Chris Brown
that's
too.
Right.
Yeah, I love Chris Brown too, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at myself and I'll be like, all right, I know, like we're gonna take Chris Brown for example. Like, he's been doing this for 20 years, and people still overlook him for the next person, but he still stays in his lane and does his thing. Yes, I've been doing this almost 10 years, and people still look over me to the next person, but I still stay in my lane. You know how like Kendrick Lamar been rapping and making records since like 2009, 2010, and like he finally got his moment, and people hating on him because he got his moment, but he's that guy for real. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm so content with my journey and with where I'm going and who I am, that like I'm not really worried about, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's crazy. Am I talking too much?
No, you good.
All right, good. Look,
no,
I get carried away sometimes, but I had like a little moment the other day, and I kind of posted, and I was just like, I made a post, and I don't really do stuff like, I don't really make public posts until, but I made like a post, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying, like, because a lot of people, they ask me, the first thing they'll ask me is, what celebrities you cut? They'll ask me, like, that's the first thing, what celebrities you cut? And I'm like,
who? That's a head. A head is a head is a head.
You feel me? Like, I'm like, I ain't never really cut no celebrities. Like, I was blessed to be able to work for one. Shout out to Killer Mike. I worked at 2 of his barbershop locations. And I did cut YK Osiris, but you know, that turned out the way that it turned out, and like, you know, but I've never really cut a celebrity's hair, and like, I really don't care to. That don't define me. Like, everybody wants to be a celebrity barber. Even people call me, oh, you that celebrity barber. I'm like, no, I'm just a barber. I'm just a barber with a platform.
See,
like,
but you the celebrity yourself though.
No, I'm not. I don't like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was at this event, and the security guard had recognized me. He was like, "Oh, ain't you famous?" Loud as hell. And I'm like, I'm really an introvert for real. Like, I'm like, no, like, I'm really not. Like, and he was like, yeah, I be seeing your TikToks. You ain't gotta act like that. I'm like, bro, like, it ain't gotta be like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People see me in public, I dap them up, you know what I'm saying? Hug them just like I knew them all my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even envision myself like that. But like, when I made the post, I was just like, you know, like, I don't need the person that I am and the heart and the light that God has given me, I don't need an external light for mine to shine, because it's going to shine even when I don't think that it's shining. You know what I'm saying? And people don't like that. People envy that. They don't understand it. So that I feel like that's what causes people to be like, oh, nah, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't handle my vibration. So.
Listen, yeah. I absolutely feel you on that, because I've been doing this for 14 years, and earlier on I interviewed celebrity artists and stuff. Now I'm like, I want to interview people that are on the rise, on the come up, because I want to feel like I'm a part of their journey. You know, and like you said, it doesn't define you. It don't take a celebrity to come sit in your chair to put spotlight on you.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
You, like you said, you're doing your own thing.
I'm the one.
You are the one.
I'm the one.
Not a two, not a three.
I'm the one.
She the one.
I don't need no celebrity. I don't like doing collabs with people. I don't like I don't have big groups of friends. I don't need no content creator friends. I'm the one in my own light.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying?
100%. Do you spend a lot of time on actually editing your content?
No, actually I don't. I just be lazy sometimes. I be like, I gotta go edit this, but it take me like 10 minutes to edit a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it don't take me long at all.
I know. Listen, sometimes we don't be in that creative bag, because I be like that sometimes. So I'm like, man, I don't feel like making this recap.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to be in that creative mindset to do it, because it comes out better.
Yeah.
You
facts,
know. So if you got to push it to the side for a day or two, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Definitely. For anybody who's like, you know, out there on their entrepreneurial journey and they're wanting to be where you're at with your mindset, like truly grow an organic fan base, not off of other people, any tips or piece of advice that you could offer them, whether it's a barber or any other business?
Man, be yourself and stay consistent. Those two things can get you so much further in life. It's like a slingshot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna feel like you so much further behind. You gonna feel like you don't got what the next person has, and you should have it because of the type of person you know you are. But I promise you, like, as slowly as it's taken me to really be on top for real, how I want to be, I'm so content with however slow it gotta go, because the more organically I am and the more organically you are, the better and bigger the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy success, easy clout, easy money, easy fame lasts 2 seconds. It's not gonna get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You could get a viral video, and then what you gonna do next? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be looking for the next viral moment. You can't do that. You just gotta be yourself.
I absolutely agree. I feel like being yourself authentically is going to draw in the most organic, you know, following,
Absolutely.
fan base, whatever it is that you have. It's a marathon, right?
It's a marathon.
We ain't trying to rush the process.
Yes. Absolutely.
Trust the process. Don't rush the process. So through your journey and everything you've done, you've been able to clock that, buy yourself a high rise.
Yeah.
Man, how did it feel to sit down in signing that deed, and just, you know, what did that moment symbolize to you with all your hard work?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Ever since I was a little girl, I never was really congratulated for good grades. I never was congratulated for scoring 15 points a game. I never was congratulated for rewards at the banquet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ever since I was a little girl, only thing I knew was to put my head down and work. And when you get a blessing, you gotta go for the next one.
Yeah.
So I feel like where I am right now, I'm starting to learn, like, man, you gotta really sit and look at what you're doing and what you have and what you used to not have. You know what I'm saying? So when I first moved into that apartment, I was just like, this is what it is. I want a penthouse next.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I want a mansion next. But then it took me like 2 months, like 2 to 3 months, when I'm buying stuff for my apartment, and I'm like, oh, I live on the 19th floor. I got floor to ceiling windows. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me like 2 to 3 months to really be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I signed my lease and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing at my age. This is what you know what I'm saying? But it's like, after that 2 to 3 mark, it's like, damn, bro, like look at what you doing. Like it's people your age that don't even know where they're going in life. Like look at what you got. And granted, a high-rise apartment is materialistic,
right?
And I'm not a materialistic person, but it's the principle of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once I started like, it started kicking in. Then I feel like kind of survivor's remorse started kind of kicking in. You know what I'm saying? I still got some friends that are, still struggling, staying with their parents and stuff like that. But I be having to take myself out of that mindset and be like, bro, you're an inspiration to your friends. Your friends that really love you, you're an inspiration to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like this one right here, like that's my homie. Like I'm talking about, like she's seen it. Oh, she's seen it. I was sleeping on a beanbag in my mom's house. When I was living in California, I was sleeping on my 8-year-old cousin's mattress. She had a mattress that came out from under her bed, and she's 8. So you can only imagine how big it was. You know what I'm saying? In her room. You know what I'm saying? So I just be having to look at myself and just be like, bro, like slow down, congratulate yourself.
Yes.
Hold your hand on your heart. Appreciate the moment and then move on to the next blessing.
Absolutely, because you can't allow other people's lack of motivation to better themselves hold you back.
Yes.
Like you said, you look and you got some other friends who are still living in their, that's a them problem. Not trying to be mean, but it's like they could get out and do like you did. You hustle, you worked, you didn't blow up because someone gave you something. You worked hard for everything you do, and if anything, you should be a motivation to other people.
Facts. And even with my friends, because I don't have a lot of friends, I got a lot of people that I'm cool with.
Right.
But when I say friends, like friends, you know what I'm saying? Like I got about 4 or 5 friends. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of person to look at myself and be like, man, I'm above you, man. You need to come up here with me, bro. You need to figure it out. No, I'm like, bro, like we gonna figure it out together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we gonna figure it out together because I want you to be where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And I love you, and I know that you love me because you loved me before I even had any of this. So I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, by any means, I'm not gonna give you no handouts, but I'm gonna make sure, look, this is how we gonna do. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be good at the end of the day,
Yeah, because the people that we care about, we always want to see them do good.
Facts.
Just like if we're a parent, we want to see our kids do better than us. If we've got friends, we want to see them do just as good, if not better than us. When you're a genuine person.
Facts.
I'm with you. I count on one hand how many people that, like you said, we know a lot of people, but there's very few that fall into that friend category. People, when they show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
Because eventually the true colors are going to come out.
Absolutely.
So if you had to sum up your 10-year journey in like maybe 2 or 3 lessons, what would it be?
The first lesson, slow and steady will always win the race. That's the first one. Second one, authenticity over approval. And I feel like those are probably the main 2 for me, because when I first started out, I did struggle with trying to keep up with the next person. Like, damn, like why they got it and I don't? Why I got it? I know I could do it, but hey, it took me 10 years. It took me 7 years to figure it out. At that 7-year mark, I done accomplished so much within 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and authenticity over approval is exactly what it says. You know what I'm saying? The more authentic you are, the bigger and longer lasting the blessings will be. And I'm a firm believer in that. Nobody can ever change my mind. Nobody, no money, no status, no nothing from no one else, or nothing that I receive will ever change that in me. That's always going to be the same.
Man, that was a great answer. That was a great answer. Let's talk business ethics for a minute. How important is it to you to, we want to cut up and have fun with our clients, but still carry a certain level of professionalism, like making sure that you're on time and your clients aren't beating you there and things like that. How important is that to you within your business?
That's very important. That's probably like the top 3 things that's important, you know what I'm saying? Because I tell people all the time, being a barber is much more than just talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have, it's a profession, so you gotta have a professional mindset, you know what I'm saying? I'm hardly ever late. Hardly. Like, I'm a Capricorn anyways. I hate being late.
Me too.
I'm hardly ever late. But, like, you know, I hold my clients accountable. And my clients know when they book with me, you're going to get a long-ass message full of policies for the things that you got to follow. And if you don't follow, you got to get the boot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your money. I don't care for the money.
I love you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, for real. Like, you got to get the boot. You feel me? I hold my clients accountable, but you can't hold somebody else accountable without holding yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? So, quick little story. I had a situation maybe a month ago, and I had... I'm lying. I'm gonna give you two stories.
Okay, yeah, bring them on.
The first one, like a little over a month ago, I had a long work week. And the night before the next day I had to go to work, I didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning because I was up trading, doing some studying and stuff like that. And my first client, this was gonna be his second time coming to me. And his appointment was at 10. I woke up at 11. And I was like, oh my God. I called him. And he's like, yo, I'm like, yo, I am instantly apologetic. I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry. Tell the truth. I overslept. You know what I'm saying? I had a long night. I'm about to hurry up and get dressed for work right now. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get there. He's like, I'm like, you know, I could try, because I had a full schedule. I could try to squeeze you in somewhere, or, you know, he's like, I don't know, you know, I got a full day ahead of me, and then I got a flight in the morning. So I'm like, damn, you got a flight in the morning. And mind you, that next day was my off day. So I'm like, bro, what time your flight? And he's like, he's at, I think he was like at 11:30 or something like that. So I'm like, bro, come in at 8. I got you on a cut. Don't even worry about it. I got my ass up, drove to the barbershop, cut his hair, let him go, and that was that. And he's been a consistent client ever since. You know what I'm saying? Then I had another situation where I'm on the way to work, and my I had just got my new tires and got them realigned. And so I'm on the way to work. My car started kind of rattling and it started scaring me. And my steering wheel got loose. So knowing this, I got my tires realigned and stuff like a few days prior. I'm like, oh, nah, like, I don't know what's about to happen. So I tried to slow down on the highway. I'm like, all right, maybe if I just go 50. But then my steering wheel was loose. And I'm like, nah, I can't do this. I'm like 20 minutes away from work. So I had to call my first 2 clients and I had to let them know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I drove to a tire shop. I kept them updated, communicated with them. And then my first client was a returning client. Like, he was a regular, so he was really, really cool. And my second client was a new client. He was super cool too. But I gave both of them discounts because it's like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what come with it. Like, you can't be so tied up in your ego to where when you feel like can't nobody make a mistake against you, but you can make a mistake against them because you the barber. Nah, because at the same time, it's like we exchanging our time for each other.
Right.
You know? Yeah. So
that's where that good customer service comes in. Mm-hmm. And that's how you gain repeat clients.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you were honest too. Mm-hmm. Bro, it happens. Yeah. We're human. Yeah. We all go through those moments, and I feel like rather than trying to make up a lie or an excuse, you were honest and it worked out. That's a good customer service. Yeah, and that's a part of it too. When you in a position where you got clients coming in, boy, you got to have them customer service skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is like a skill set in itself right there. Yep. Definitely. So you also are into crypto as well?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that, because I feel like in this day and age, we got multiple streams of income. Mm-hmm. Do you do day trading as well, or is it just on the cryptocurrency side? Break that down for us.
So I trade, I like to invest long term, but I like to do the meme coins. So like trading crypto meme coins is basically like, it's kind of like gambling, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about knowledge. You got to know exactly what you're doing in order to win money and not lose money. So I've been doing crypto for a little over probably like almost 2 years now. Okay. I had a mentor, shout out to Teji, my dog, shout out to you. He taught me, he really put me on game about it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that look like me not doing crypto. Right. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's into options now because that's easier. But I feel like cryptocurrency is going to be the next dollar. The dollar is losing its value. So 5-10 years from now, I don't know what the options trading is going to look like, but I know what crypto is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a growing thing, you know, and it's been growing for years when people didn't even believe in it. Not everybody wants to believe in it because they see the value in it. But I trade the meme coin, so it's kind of like, you scoping out coins, you reading the statistics about the coin, and then you invest some money into it, you stay in it, you find an entry point, you make your profit, and you get out, you move on to the next coin. This is an ongoing thing.
Wow.
This is never gonna it's one of them things where it's never gonna nothing can ever, unless like the market crashes, it's like people is always going to trade meme coins. You know what I'm saying? Like options trading, I don't really know too much about it, but options trading, but cryptocurrency investing long term, like I had a couple like deals where the brand is like, all right, we could pay you in Bitcoin. You can't pay nobody in options. I never heard of that.
That is facts. Because I see it even on some websites where they allow you to pay them in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, facts. Yep.
Is there a particular app that's your preference that you use?
So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of game, right?
Yeah, put us on game.
Yeah, so a lot of people trade through Cash App or Robinhood. Like, stay away from those. Like, it's cool, but it's like the real deal, crypto.com or Coinbase. So if you want to invest long term, crypto.com or Coinbase, those are the two best apps to use to invest. Now when it comes to like cryptocurrency and meme coins, that's a whole nother process. That's a whole nother like setup. Everybody's setup is different.
Right.
I actually constructed a mentorship teaching people how to do it, giving them all the game my mentor gave me, because at the end of the day you always got to give thanks to the game giver, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Giving people the game my mentor gave me, and also giving them the game that I studied and learned myself, to set other people up so they can know what they got going on for the next 5 to 10 years, and they can also do the same thing. It's all about spreading knowledge,
we gotta pay it forward.
Absolutely,
we gotta pay it forward, because knowledge is power. Stop being a gatekeeper.
Knowledge is power.
Definitely. Tell us about your brand. Is it OAC?
Yeah.
What does that stand for? And tell us what the mission is behind the brand.
OAC, so Original Anywhere Clothing, or Original Anywhere Crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of wanted to start a little entourage.
I know that's right.
Yeah, but Original Anywhere Clothing, it started off as my clothing line started off as Be Legendary, because my nickname used to be Red, but I gave myself the nickname Legend, because I was like, when people say my name, you speaking my name into existence. No matter if you speaking bad on me or you speaking good on me, your name hold power. So I'm like, I'm gonna name myself Legend. And if you talking shit about me, you know what I'm saying, Legend is legend. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's coming out of your mouth,
y'all clock
Legend.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like how y'all be. Yeah. But it started off as Be Legendary, and then I rebranded into Original Anywhere, because like I was saying earlier, I've always been myself. No matter who I'm around, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, where I'm going, what girl is around, what person with status is around, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
I've always been the person that I am, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you wear Original Anywhere Clothing, or you get it tattooed on you, or you know what I'm saying, you represent it, you know what I'm saying, you represent, that's you, yourself, you know what I'm saying, you represent a brand, but you representing yourself, you know what I'm saying? And I really like to drop more so in the cold, like winter, fall area, because I use the first part of the year to really grind and really come up with ideas. And I like hoodies and stuff like that.
Me
you
too.
know what I'm saying? So,
I'm here for it. I'm hating this 100-degree weather.
This is crazy, man. Like, it's insane, man. But so Original Anywhere is exactly what it is. Original.
Where can people shop with you? And when is fall time? Like when the next launch will be?
Yeah, so fall, winter. So probably like the middle of fall.
Okay.
I got some dope stuff coming in the middle of fall. I got some dope sweatsuits, and these are, I like to drop pieces, like one-time pieces. So like, 2 winters ago, I had a sweatsuit. And those people who got that sweatsuit, those are like one of ones. You won't always have it. I'm never going to circle back. And,
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing I might circle back and redo is I have this one t-shirt with the alien logo that I drew, and it has a saying on the back. I don't remember it, but I wrote it. So like everything that's with this brand, I'm drawing it and I'm constructing it myself. And I had a friend who passed away last summer, and he actually, no, it's all good. He bought a sweatsuit for me as well, but he bought the shirt, and he really loved the shirt. So I might bring that back in memory of him.
Please do.
Yeah.
It's funny because my dad and I, we reference each other as aliens. We are not from this world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Please bring that back because I want to buy one from you.
I got you.
Yeah, please. The alien shirt is coming back soon. And
absolutely.
like you said,
it's coming back soon, man. Long live Jeremy.
Definitely. So drop one gem on anybody who sees this, conversation and they feel stuck in their journey right now.
If you feeling stuck in your journey right now and you not really knowing which direction to take or which path to take within your journey, I say talk to God, because you think that it's just you, but it's not. Like, God is gonna always be there with you. Your ancestors is always with you. Like, talk to them, you know what I'm saying? And just trust that if you move with good intentions throughout life, that is gonna always be given back to you tenfold, you know what I'm saying? Because like we said earlier, you're not always gonna be motivated. You're not always gonna be motivated. It's hard to stay consistently motivated, but if you stay content within your journey, and you can lose that motivation, but if you're content with losing it and you're like, damn, I don't got motivation right now, but I know where I want to go and I know I'm gonna get there, you gotta be a little delusional. You gotta be a little delusional, but you gotta be delusional. You gotta trust in yourself and you gotta trust in God, and that fog is gonna always clear. It's gonna clear every time, I promise.
I love how intentional you are.
Yeah.
I think that's so important in having life skills. We got to be intentional about everything we do. And I'm getting that vibe from you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Anybody who wants to keep up with your journey, whether they want to just follow you because they love your energy or maybe they want to book with you at some point in time, where's the best place for them to follow you?
So my Instagram is The Legend Official, THA, not THE, so The Legend Official. I'm on TikTok, The Legend Official, THA, not THE. I'm also on Facebook, but I don't use my Facebook like that. I'm on Facebook. My Facebook is just Legend. There are a lot of fake Facebook pages, like disclaimer, there are a lot of fake Facebook pages of me, and there are a couple of fake TikTok pages, and there are a lot of fake YouTube pages. My YouTube is Legend the Barber 2258. So, and I don't even look at it like that. I be like, oh, y'all helping me get myself out.
I know, that's right.
If you getting paid for it, you actually doing me a favor. Just don't be posting no crazy stuff. Like, everybody got to eat, you know what I'm saying? So, like, be wary of the fake pages, and yeah.
Definitely. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been loving you and supporting you?
Oh, man. I want to give thanks to first my mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she always supported me, even through, like, because we went through a lot of hardship growing up, but she's always supported me. And at growing up as a egotistical kid, I was like, man, she don't care. But my mom was going to work, telling her coworkers about me, telling her clients about me, telling her tables about me, you know what I'm saying, telling everybody about me. I go out with her to go hang out with her. This is my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She really loves me, and like, she's always been that support system that she's always been that support system that I really needed, you know what I'm saying? My mom really keep me going, and I'm doing most of everything that I'm doing for her, because I didn't have a really great relationship with my dad's side of the family, yet alone my dad. So it's like, my mom got to get everything that's coming to me. She got to get a nice chunk of it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my mom. I love you. And thank you for letting me be who I am. Thank you for letting me be your daughter. I'm glad that I chose you in this lifetime. Thank you for always letting me express my creativity and just being myself. Thank you for never putting me in a box. I love you for that. Thank you. I want to shout out to my friends, Shy, MJ, Kyla, you know what I'm saying, Demylan, Alana. Like, I got a lot of friends, and I'm sorry if I miss your name, and you know who you are. Shout out to all of y'all. Like, y'all really keep me going. When we want to go have fun, we go have fun. But when it comes down to being a true person and loving on me the way, you know what I'm saying, I love on y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna always be here for y'all, no matter the distance, no matter how much we talk, how much we don't talk, how much we hang out. I'ma always be here no matter what. I also want to shout out to Chi-Chi, my girl Chi-Chi. Like, I really appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, her mom, you know what I'm saying, my godson Juju, you know what I'm saying, it's like my family, you know. Shout out to my siblings, my sisters. I'm sorry, there's a lot of people, but I love all my people. Like my girl Malia, like, I love you. That's my twin. Madison, I love you. Anavia, I love you. Quaj, I love you. Jamil, my brother, you know what I'm saying. And then shout out to my aunts and my uncles, and shout out to my granny, my grandma. They both having a great time in heaven right now, but they've been having my back. So just shout out to everybody, man. And if I miss your name, I'm sorry. I love y'all. Everybody, shout out to my following base. I'm sorry, like, I got a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that follow me, everybody that like a picture, everybody that comment, everybody that sends me a DM, everybody that see me in public, show love. Like, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all keep me going. It's been so many times where I just wanted to just lay it down, but
that social media community sometimes can make all the difference.
Absolutely.
Because they will show up for you sometimes before people we know show up for us.
What? Every time.
Every time. Absolutely. One last question. We're live.
Industries.
The big one.
Most wanted.
What makes the one and only legend herself the industry's most wanted?
What makes me the industry's most wanted is that I'm the one. I've always been the one, and it's always been something that I had to learn that I had in me, because I didn't see it, but other people always seen it. And I've always been just an authentic person, a genuine, caring person, with a big heart, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what, like, no matter what you see, no matter all the fluff and everything you see, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna always be the person that I am, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like industry's most wanted is legend, because legend is industry's most wanted.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Thank you for being here. I love your energy. It's like infectious. It's the type of energy that I feel like we need to spread to the world.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. I'm loving it. I love your journey. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thank
course.
you so much.
We're going to do it again.
Oh, yeah.
And again and again and again.
I'm in it. I'm here.
I know.
I'm locked
She's
in.
officially the industry's most wanted.
Nobody that come after this, I'm sorry, you could be 2.0, but I'm the industry's most wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. We out of here, y'all.